In this session we're going to look at Svantek Supervisor navigating around the Data Browser tab at the results that we've downloaded. So we select the Catalog folder here and Noise Dosimetry results. We see a list of the runs that are currently stored in the database that have been downloaded from different instruments. So the runs can be listed by any of the columns that we have here. Currently they are selected by the measurement start date and time, with the oldest runs at the top and the newest runs at the bottom. Simply click on the column heading to change this order around. We can also sort by file name, just simply again by clicking on the file name cell at the top here. This puts them into alphabetical order, either up or down. Let's go back to the date and time. Okay, let's look at the runs in a little bit more detail. So some of the runs that you've downloaded may have the voice note comments associated with them, in which case there'll be a small icon in the notes column like this. Click on the play icon and you'll see in this case there is a pre-run and a post-run comment. To play them and listen to them, just simply click the appropriate file.
Recording at the beginning of a measurement.
Looking at the files in a little bit more detail, we'll see that when we highlight a particular file in the table at the top, we see the chart at the bottom here change to match the file that we've selected. This file, log16, has a time history that looks like this. The red line here by default is normally the average time history values. In this case these would have been the 1 second instantaneous values of the average noise level during the recording time. The green line is the overall peak level during the whole of the run, shown here. These values are also duplicated in the text area at the left of the chart, shown here. The start date and time, the duration of the measurement, the name of the profile. In this case the dose value, the projected dose value is chosen, the time weighted average is chosen, and the peak level is chosen. When we change to a different file, for example this one, you'll see the changes take place in the chart section below. We now have a different time history with some different results in it. Let's examine this particular file in a little bit more detail. We see our column headings here, duration, the profile name, we see the average value, the overload percentage, but there are some additional values that are just off the screen to the right. If we drag with the horizontal cursor scroll bar, we can scroll back through the results to see any of the values that we've chosen to display. Some of the values, for example the dose values here, are not shown completely, so we can right click in the header and choose to auto size the columns, and that now makes everything appear clearly for us. If we want to consolidate the information that we're seeing in the table, we can get rid of unwanted columns by simply right clicking on the column title, looking down and unchecking that column name. That will remove that table from the display and move everything over to the left. This enables us then to move the horizontal scroll bar and drag a more important value across the list of columns until we see it more clearly, more quickly. So now in our display we can see the time weighted average very quickly without having to use the horizontal scroll bar at all.